Hi, I'm Heather Hennings. I'm the president at United Way of Siouxland, and I am so glad that you're on the bus with us for United Way of Siouxland's 100th celebration for Siouxland. 100 years ago, 200 local volunteers got together and they did the first United campaign in our community because they knew of the difference that we could have by working together. Over those last 100 years, we've raised $132 million for local organizations. Today, we're raising $3 million each year, and as always, we're investing those dollars into local Siouxland programs. When we talk about this big of a number, it might seem like your individual donation doesn't matter, but it truly does. Every gift that's given to United Way, whether it's the 25-cent payroll deduction given by someone in 1955 or the donation you make today, truly does change someone's life for the better. In fact, even today, with a donation of $100, 12 books can be given to 3 children throughout the course of a year through our Imagination Library program, or 10 individuals who are struggling with their mental health can receive the counseling that they need. Every gift matters, and we want to thank you for your support of United Way. Thanks for joining us and being on the bus with United Way as we drive change for our community's future. When we look at what we've accomplished and the important role that United Way plays in the future of Siouxland's health, education, and financial stability, you're a major part of it, and we appreciate your support. Because of your support, last year, United Way of Siouxland was able to give to 64 local programs who are changing lives every day in our community. In addition to these programs, this year, United Way of Siouxland has also developed a special grant to focus on an area that all of us know is a need for our community, and that is childcare. Our community has a significant childcare shortage. In the last 5 years alone, 33% of childcare providers have closed their doors. Our community, our employees, our coworkers, our neighbors, our families, and our friends need this care, and we need to make sure that children in our community have access to quality programs that will prepare them to succeed in kindergarten and beyond. In addition to United Way's support of Native American Child Care Center, Mary Elizabeth Child Care and Preschool, and Stella Sanford Child Development Center, United Way of Siouxland has invested $125,000 into 2 new programs that will expand the number of children who will be served by quality childcare in our community by 200 kids. These grants will be given to the Norm Waite Senior YMCA and the Siouxland Christian Community Schools preschool program. Now I'd like to share with you the stories of Joan, Carol, and David, 3 Siouxlanders whose stories wouldn't have been possible without you. Big thank you to KTIV for helping us tell these stories and share them with you today.
And so growing up, I didn't really have a role model in my life.
And then when he finally passed, I just felt pretty lost.
My children were traumatized as well, and I was looking for help.
So I'd have to go way back to prior to middle school days because I've been involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters for quite some time. So for example, when I was a little, I was heavily involved in sports at school, playing soccer and things like that. So that was kind of my main thing, that I wanted somebody that was into sports. Well, they ended up pairing me with a sports anchor from a TV station. My little is also a sports fanatic. He loves sports. I'm trying to provide some of the new experiences that he hasn't had or has had the opportunity to have, and just like I did when I was a little brother. Without United Way, I don't know that Big Brothers Big Sisters would be as heavily supported as they are today.
From my experience, coming to Bridges West was one of the smartest things I ever did. I just felt pretty lost because my brother was my greatest supporter and my best friend. And after that, I know one thing, a medical bill can really send you on the edge. What really helped the most were the social workers who work here, Allison and Michelle. They are the ones who helped me enormously. They helped me get into a very nice apartment here in Sioux City. They helped me with all the steps involved in that. And now I just feel a lot more confident since I have a place of my own that I can call my own. So with United Way's help towards Bridges West, which has been enormous, this is just an enormous asset for Siouxland. And it has been a great asset for me.
I was going through a divorce, and there'd been a lot of trauma involved. My children were traumatized as well. I was looking for help. Now, when I had been married, when we were having difficulties, we had gone to Lutheran Social Services for counseling, and it was no problem to pay the bill. Whatever it was, and there was no problem. And I said, I have a problem. I can't pay the fee anymore. And so she went across the hall to her office and she kind of messed around with a calculator. She came back and she said, this is what you'll pay after our sliding scale. And I looked at the figure and said, I can't pay that every week. She wanted us to come every week. She came back, she said, she had a piece of paper. She said, this is what you will pay after United Way pays for you. I looked at the paper and I said, I can pay that. I can pay that price.
I've told myself, I've always said I'm going to do this, but I actually haven't quite gotten there yet. And I said, this is it. So from that moment on, I jumped ahead and got involved with the organization as a big brother.
I feel that I'm on a much better place and on a much better path now that I've had their help and Bridges West help, and according to United Way's help too.
I look at my children today and the wonderful lives they have, what we learned through that counseling to get us through that ordeal, and it was because of United Way. United Way did everything for us.
Please join us in working together for the health, education, and financial stability of everyone in our community.
Carol, Joan, and David are just a few of the lives you've helped change over the last 100 years.
Thank you for supporting United Way now and for generations to come. Get on the bus with us and make the next 100 years the best that Siouxland has ever seen.
As you can see, helping others is what we've been doing for the last 100 years. We ask that you get on the bus with us and continue to drive change for Siouxland. And as always, 100% of your gift is going to stay right here in our community to be invested in local programs that will change our community for generations to come. Get on the bus, and thank you very much for your support.